In the town of Vladimir, everyone knows what everyone is up to. I, for one, know what that lady had for dinner last night. I also know that the little boy hates his mother. Most importantly, though, I know that the Askianovs is a family with a merchant for a father who has a bit of load in his pocket that he carries every night. But why do I know all of this? Because I am Makar Semyonich, notorious in my own ways. I follow people I prey on, though I could only wish this was literal and rob them. I'll be narrating my own version of this twisted yet compelling story. Here I am now following Ivan Dmitrievich Askinov around the carnival, waiting for the right time to take his belongings. And so, I wait until dark and follow Askinov out of the fair. When I try to step forward though, another merchant bumps into him and they carry on a conversation. This merchant is another one of Askianov's kind, wealthy and still getting wealthier. In fact, now that I think of it, he is much more loaded, by at least 20,000 rubles carried in a day. I come to a decision. I will rob him instead. It makes much more sense. I follow them until they get inside the inn I assumed they were staying at for the night. The other merchant went inside his room to sleep. I am here to rob the merchant. Nothing more, nothing less. I picked the lock on his door and went inside. I searched for his bag, which is not that hard to find. It was right beside him, so I slowly made my way to the bag and opened it. And there it was, 20,000 rubles in cash bundles. Why he had them in his bag, I don't know why. I took them, nevertheless. I placed the bundles inside the satchel I always carry, and as I am about to leave, I heard loud horse steps coming from outside. I looked back at the merchant to see him staring at me. In fear that he might remember me, I pulled out a knife from my boot and slit his throat. I went into the adjoining room through the connecting door and placed the knife inside the first thing I saw. I later find out that it was Askianov's. Someone must have called the officers. I left the inn just as they piled in to investigate.
I can't stop running. They're going to catch me if I stop. Then I see my good friend's horse. I run to get the horse and escape from the police. It's cold in here. Everyone's looking. What's there to look at, huh? I'm just another criminal, and just like them, I got caught. So why was everybody looking? The guards guide me to my cell. When I see a group of people talking loudly, I go near them and start a conversation. One evening, all the new prisoners, including myself, were gathered to introduce ourselves. When it was my turn to speak, I said, "Well, friends, I am Makar Semonik of Vladimir. I was accused of theft and arrested. When a man asked me if I knew anything of the merchant Aksionov of Vladimir, I said yes. I asked the man of what he was imprisoned for, and I was shocked by his answer. How wonderful it must be to meet you here, I said. When nearly everyone was sleeping, I quietly stood up and took the equipment that I had ready. We need to hurry up before the guards notice that we're missing.
Which one of you tried escaping? Aksionov, I know you know who it is. You are the most honest out of this lot. Tell me. I'm afraid I don't know, sir. If you don't believe me, my life is in your hands. What are you doing here? What else do you want from me? Ivan Dmitrievich, please, I beg of your forgiveness. What wrong have you done to me? It was me. I caused you all this suffering. I killed the merchant from all those years ago, and I who hid the knife in your bag, and I meant to kill you too. Forgive me. I will confess to the merchant's death so you may go home. You say it as if it were easy. I have nothing else to come back to. My wife is dead, and my children have no memory of their father. There's nothing else for me. Ivan Dmitrievich, forgive me, I beg you. When they flogged me, the pain was too unbearable. It is unfathomable for you to endure such a thing for 26 years. Please, forgive me. The forgiveness isn't mine to give, but God's. Perhaps I am 100 times more wretched than you. I wish to confess. I will confess of a crime accused to another, but I have committed. The charges for Ivan Dmitrievich Aksionov are false, and he has been wrongly convicted. All that he is accused for are from my own doings. Aksionov is innocent. Ivan Aksionov was placed in sentence to imprisonment for 26 years because of my crime, and for those years I spent my life in freedom. When I first entered the prison, he was able to discover the hints that I have murdered the merchant, but he didn't tell a word, just like how he did when soldiers asked, "Who is the person behind the plan?" He was a son of God, and he was not vengeful for what I did. And for that reason, I ask for his forgiveness, especially to what happened to his family. Wherever you are, I pray that you are in a peaceful place, living a peaceful life. See you again, Ivan.
There'll be no cry.